Talking with Steve from collegefootballwinning.com and Doug from impactwageриngsolutions.com previewing Week 5 in college football. The last game I want to get to a bit in depth is a pretty interesting game, Nebraska and Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a 9-point home favorite, open at 9.5. Both these teams have been pretty much steamrolling opponents so far, and now they clash with Nebraska getting more than a touchdown. Now, if this were Nebraska at Alabama with a 9-point or 10-point spread, I might think, all right, this is one of those trap games where Alabama is probably going to cover this double-digit spread. But Wisconsin, are they on that kind of level where they should be, a double-digit home favorite against another team that's also in the top 10? Doug, what do you think about that?
I think the spread is warranted. And if I was Nebraska, now granted it's their first Big Ten game, but boy, they didn't get any favors from the schedule makers right off the bat. Now, Bo Pelini's defense has not been good all year. Now, he keeps talking about they're going to clean things up, everything is fixable, but Wyoming is not a good test to find out how well your defense is really playing.
Sure.
So from that standpoint, I think Wisconsin, with the ability to run the ball, to pass the ball, now with Russell Wilson, I think they'll take some good shots and some deep shots with Tune down the field against Nebraska and see how that secondary reacts overall. Now, Wisconsin, this is going to be a great atmosphere. I've been down on State Street for day games, for night games in Madison. I tell you, it's quite a place. When it's all said and done, what I like about Wisconsin is the ability to raise their level of play at home, and Nebraska coming into a situation where Taylor Martinez is known for putting the ball on the ground in critical situations. I'll take Wisconsin in this situation.
Yeah, I don't know. This game scares me. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how it turns out. I don't think I'm going to be making a bet on it. But Steve, from collegefootballwinning.com, what do you make of this line?
Well, Peter, this is not a formula game, but
right.
Short of that, I really like Wisconsin here.
Really? Wow.
Yes, we're all waiting for Nebraska and their resurgence. And if you look at the offensive side of the ball, you say, fairly one-dimensional. But defensively is where we expect Nebraska, and with their transition to the Big Ten, to be the black shirts of old. This is far from being a team that looks like the black shirts of old. They haven't been tested yet, and maybe a little bit with Washington, but Washington is nowhere near the talent of Wisconsin. Washington puts up 38 points against them, and that's in Lincoln. Fresno puts up 29 points against them in Lincoln. I am absolutely not sold on Nebraska. They're 1-3 against the spread this year. I think this is going to be such a welcome to the jungle game for Nebraska and welcome to the Big Ten the hard way at Camp Randall.
Wow. Interesting analysis, guys.